Namaskar, everyone. I keep admiring Bangalore's pleasant weather every Saturday, and probably because coronavirus lockdown is helping the environment. I've fallen in love with the nature, blooming in glory, beautiful sunsets. Even you could see the wildlife on the road. So I think it's some of the silver lining in this tough period. And I hope you all have filled in your cuppa because it's going to be an extremely enriching discussion over the next 90 minutes. At the start of 2020, who thought that capital planning and its execution would be done sitting at home, following the global lockdown and maybe some global financial crisis, stress testing? It is now the time to shine all over again. And as we are navigating through the pandemic, capital planning will be at the center of every organization short and medium term decision making. Capital planning helps to inform important decisions around strategy and balance sheet management. And it is one of the most important corporate function, according to me, that steers the organization in any challenging time. And doing this right certainly requires an enormous effort and skill set. And this time, the capabilities also needs to meet the present challenges. Now, planning has never been a particularly an easy task, but the spread of coronavirus has made it even more difficult. Financial professionals are basically using the accuracy, some predictable planning for doing the planning around. But this has been a very unpredictable period, and they have to really get into their best of the capabilities of budgeting and forecasting and doing a lot of analysis. Now, does the financial planning and performance management, under this unprecedented period of turmoil, does that require a new systematic approach? One that will allow the CFO and the finance team to quickly alert the company to options that are emerging? Or is this the period the pandemic companies are widely, different levels of liquidity and risk tolerance? So today we have an extremely diverse panel of CFOs today, and they will give a full roundup of the view on the subject. Mother dairy company with a $1 billion turnover experiencing a decline in sales in some part of the business, like ice cream as a result of COVID-19. And they may need to plan for a small non-structural changes to ensure that it is successfully weathers the crisis. By contrast, in-orbit malls, they have lost probably half of its sales or held up rentals as a result. They may need to do a complete revamp of their business planning. So the best and the worst case scenario may be different for different companies. UPL and Walmart in a strong cash position may accelerate opportunities to shore up its supply chain, buying raw materials or making advanced payments to its vendors to get a more access to the resources. And they may also decide to shift resources away from those products that have seen a radical drop in sales due to the spread of the virus and focus on the one which are holding steady. For a legendary company like Sequoia, who are working very closely with the startup firms and founders, the immediate priority is to ensure that there is enough runway. So the challenges are varied, and there are probably many. And some companies have probably lost about 75% of their revenues in the last quarter, and CEO Lounge happens to be one of them. And so today the cash is just not the king. It's probably critical for the survival. And the need for the frequent, transparent communication with your colleagues, with the investor, is a part of a lot of importance today. Amid all these uncertainties, the CFO is playing a very crucial role within executive peers in stabilizing the business. So, friends, let's welcome 5 of the busiest CFOs. Anand Vora, CFO, United Phosphorus Limited; Harshal Kamdar, CFO, Sequoia Capital; Manas Datta, CFO, Vocard; Nitin Khanna, CFO, In-Orbit Malls; Sanjay Gupta, CFO, Mother Dairy. And to moderate the conversation, we have Kabir Ahmed Shakir, former CFO, Microsoft India. And Kabir very strongly believes that preserving capital needs to be built on three very important aspects, and that is the financial, social, and human. They're all very dear friends, and I'm very grateful that they have taken out time to share their experience and knowledge in probably one of the most important discussions in today's time. I'm keenly looking forward to the discussion today, and probably I'll return back towards the end of the conversation to know more about these 6 CFOs that we have. And till then, Kabir, the screen is all yours.